Good evening and welcome to St. Thomas Aquinas High School in Overland Park. Tonight's Ivy High School game of the week, Kansas Class 5A sectional playoff action. In the East bracket, you got the 4th seed on the road taking on the number 1 seed, undefeated, St. Thomas Aquinas. Hi, everybody. Kevin White, Johnny Beck, Bethany Bowman on the Ivy High School game of the week. Well, these teams were the top 2 teams in the final state poll in 5A. And somebody gets eliminated tonight. These are 2 of the best rushing teams in the state, and both teams are defending state champs. The playoffs can be cruel.
Yeah, this is going to be a physical battle. It all starts up front for both sides. Both teams look to establish the run game. But I'm telling you, teams are going to look to pass the ball tonight to try and get over the top and get a big play.
Time now for the Hy-Vee player profile. Reggie Reese runs the football for the Jags.
Yeah, and this guy's a beast. We covered him earlier in the year against Lee Summit North, had a heck of a game. 1,873 yards, 23 touchdowns, over 8.6 yards per carry. This guy runs downhill.
The Saints run the flex bone, and their fullback is Cal Arndt.
Yeah, don't be confused. This guy runs hard. He's not the biggest guy. He's got the quickness. He's got the speed, but he'll run through if he needs to. Over 1,500 yards. Again, 23 touchdowns, average over 6.5 yards per carry. Cal Arndt is the engine for this St. Thomas Aquinas offense.
Saints and Jags in an elimination game. It's the Hy-Vee High School game of the week, and we're back for the opening kickoff right after this.
State and country.
Beautiful night here in Johnson County in Overland Park as we go down on the field now and have our opening coin toss with your referee in charge tonight, Terry Kenny.
As an honorary captain, a senior master sergeant, retired, Leo Brown. A theology teacher at Aquinas, Leo culminated a 26-year career in the Air Force and Air Force Reserve when he retired in 2023 as a senior master sergeant. He served 4 years on active duty at Plattsburgh Air Force Base, New York, from 1988 to 1992, and 22 years as a reservist with the 442nd Fighter Wing at Whiteman Air Force Base, Missouri, from 2001 to 2023. Career highlights include 2 tours of duty in the Middle East and being named the Air Force Print Journalist of the Year for 2007. He was inspired to join the Air Force due to his father serving in the Army Air Corps in World War II from 1942 to 1945. Leo also serves as the voice of Saints Athletics, announcing soccer, volleyball, and football games, including tonight's football game. Senior Master Sergeant, retired, Leo Brown.
"55 degrees and a clear sky with a full moon in a big game in Class 5A as Terry Kenny about ready to flip the coin for the captains and veterans honored for the game. Coming off a Veterans Day Monday. Mill Valley has won 3 straight in this series, and it's a reflip. All right. First one didn't take. Second one is down and official. Mill Valley has won and deferred. Mill Valley's won 27 straight playoff games and 5 straight state titles under that guy, Joel Appleby, in his 15th year. Native of Russell, Kansas. He has built the premier program. They play out of the Sunflower League, where they were the conference champions this year. This year in the playoffs, they've beaten Harmon and also Spring Hill, and then another Hall of Famer, Randy Dreiling, in his 11th year, 63-year-old head coach. Has 2 state titles here, including last year, but 7 as head coach of the Salt Hawks of Hutchinson. And remember, the last coach to win 6 straight state titles, that guy right there, as Mill Valley looking to do that this year. Of course, Coach Dreiling did that for the Salt Hawks. And big crowd here tonight. And that is the home side of things here at St. Thomas Aquinas High School, but the visiting Mill Valley side, let me tell you, it is packed. There are people ringing the field in the north side of the end zone, so this is a premier ticket tonight. Winner goes to the state semifinals, either plays Blue Valley North or St. James Academy.
For the Saints, number 6, Will Callahan.
Aiden Stanley will kick it off, number 99. Mill Valley in white. Saints in the navy blue uniforms with the gold helmets. Directional short kick to the 20-yard line. And they will not reach the 30. Good coverage by Mill Valley's special teams. They're saying the ball came out. The officials signal it is. Mill Valley football on a special teams snafu as the opening kickoff is fumbled by the Saints at home.
And you see the short kickoff.
First and 10 Jaguars.
You see those hands going after that ball, and you could see the reaction of the Mill Valley sideline. They knew that ball was on the ground. Tussle for the ball. Mill Valley comes out with it.
Connor Bohan is the quarterback for Mill Valley, the senior, 6'4", 200 pounds. Very good rusher of the football. Passing numbers on the bottom line there, not too bad as well. Completes 56% of his passes. Short field after the special teams turnover by the Saints. And this is their go-to guy. Just 127 yards away from 2,000. Reggie Reese, not much doing on the first run of the game. Let's go back to the kickoff again, Johnny, and it's a short kick.
Yeah, so you're trying to get one of those up backs to have to field the football, and he does a good job of catching it, but those Mill Valley cover guys able to get the hands on it, and kind of see right there, it looked like number 1 came up with the ball there at the end as it was just sitting on the ground.
Second down and long. Reese breaks a tackle, but is ridden down there. As coming up is Gunnar Greason from the secondary, the strong safety, in for Connor O'Donnell, who has a knee injury. Greason was their leading tackler in their win against Pittsburgh last week, 13 total tackles. Yeah, he's a young, up-and-coming player in this program. As Saints beating Pittsburgh 28-14. Prior to that, they beat Turner in their 5A playoff run. Third down and 8. Big down and distance from Mill Valley, trying to take advantage of a turnover. Bohan scrambling. Throwing on the run, has a man wide open, and it's caught inside the 10 by Reese. It'll be first and goal down to the 9-yard line, as it'll go for 16 yards and a first down.
You take a look here, Reese just kind of gets lost on the sideline. Nobody's with him. Bowen finally sees him, able to get the ball to him. Big gain there on third down for Mill Valley.
And here's Reese weaving his way. Gain of about 4. Reggie Reese, big, fast, and a stud. That's what the scouting report says in this guy. 6'1", 203-pound junior, averaging 8.6 yards per carry, averaging 187 yards per game.
Yeah, both these running backs are workhorses. They're going to get a majority of the carries, and get into week 11 in the season, got to have some durable guys back there, and Reese is probably the best one in the Metro.
Here's Reese spinning and fighting his way Walker finally wrapped him up. Ham there as well. The linebackers finally got him, but it was just a spinorama move by Reggie Reese. Now 3rd down and goal.
You see the St. Thomas Aquinas defensive line not giving Reese a lot of running space, but Reese able to pick up some positive yards here. Big 3rd down and goal for Mill Valley.
Steve Rampy is the defensive coordinator for the Saints. They run a 4-2-5. He said it was pretty simple. You stop the run, we will win this game. And now the quarterback read option. Bohan powering his way off the left side in for the touchdown. So Mill Valley able to take advantage of the fumble on the opening kickoff, gets the short field and gets the short rushing touchdown as they strike first.
Yeah, it looks like he hurt his hand. He's the holder, and looks like he's coming out of the game.
He's coming off,
so
yeah.
Hopefully he just has a jammed finger, able to pop that sucker back in place and get back out there.
New holder is coming in. That is Holden Appleby, coach's son, and the kick up and good by Stanley. And the early turnover, and now Bohan really looks to be in pain there on the sidelines, Johnny.
Yeah, you can see him shaking his hand coming off. Unfortunately, it's his right hand. Let's see if we can see if it gets stepped on here at the end, or maybe a helmet there, but definitely in a lot of pain as he's coming off, and unfortunately it's on his right hand.
And a good number of officials. Overall, however, there is a shortage of officials in our
surrounded by trainers. 6 plays, 28 yards, 3-yard TD run by Bohan. The quarterback now has 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And if they can keep him in the game just for the rushing side of things, that would be a big deal. But he's a tough kid. Soon he'll get what he needs and then get back in the game and be ready to go.
For the Saints, Will Callahan.
Callahan, the deep man. They did not kick it deep last time, did Stanley.
Well, in St. Thomas Aquinas, they've changed up the return a little bit. Looks like they put Art back there just a little bit. Probably the 20-yard line.
Kick that way again, and this will be Art from the 24-yard line, their leading rusher at 1,500 yards. Extracurriculars after the play is blocking after the play, but now we get our first look at the Flexbone offense. Dylan Jackal is the offensive coordinator. They'll run it about 90% of the time. They average 324 yards per game rushing, and their quarterback is Elzie Slaughter. He's also a big quarterback at 6'4", over 200 pounds. He's a very good runner. Not much in the passing numbers when you run it 90% of the time. Arndt is their leading rusher. 1,500 yards, 23 touchdowns. Wide receivers, persona non grata. They don't get you any passes here as they don't pass the ball. It's Slaughter running it. Not much doing. Larry Jones involved in the stop. Defensive lineman. We'll see also A.C. Van Reen on the defensive line. Jackson Luck, Abram Schaefer, linebackers Woods and Clark. Good secondary as well for Mill Valley. 2nd down and 8. And this is Art Sangarath making the stop.
Going to be about a half yard short, maybe a full yard, as placement of the ball is going to be on the 44.
23, averaging 150 yards per game. Very fast. And a thick kid, 194-pound junior. Really strong quads and legs. And he's going to need him here as he is stuffed on the play.
They're just going to give him just enough there to pick it up.
They signal first down, Saints.
Again, this St. Thomas Aquinas offense, they're just trying to stay on schedule. Each down. Don't get in third and long situations right there. Third and short, able to pick up the first down. Just kind of grind you out with this offense.
Yeah, they like to have double-digit play drives and run the clock as this is Arndt spinning his way for gain of about 3 yards. The fullback gets a lot of the touches. They have a couple of wings that they use in Taylor and Callahan, but Coach Dreiling likes to use his fullback a lot in this flex mode offense. Slaughter, the quarterback, will run it as well.
Yeah, and he's a quick hit guy. He's going to get the ball running downhill, and Kyle Arndt's the perfect player to have in that position. He's got a low profile. He's got those thick legs and able to keep those legs churning through contact.
Both teams over 300 yards rushing per game, and now the ball is fumbled. So that's the second time that the Saints have put it on the turf here, but this time they are able to cover it up with the quarterback, Slaughter. Let's see, the exchange with the quarterback might have been faulty here.
46, 3rd and 9.
Yep.
Slaughter just trying to come out a little bit too quick there, but he's talked about this St. Thomas Aquinas offense. They have to stay on schedule. Third and long situation here, close to midfield. We'll see if they look to put the ball in the air.
That could have been a disaster. Bully is their center. Ball hit the ground, then Bully kicked it back. Slaughter able to cover it up. And this is 3rd down and 9. Quarterback draw, and quarterback not going anywhere as Mill Valley all over it. Larry Jones again, the defensive lineman, able to make the stop. And it'll be 4th down and 9.
Didn't you see the fake pass? And Larry Jones, not deked at all, able to make that play at the line of scrimmage.
Punting unit coming out. Aaron Gavin is the punter for the Saints. Sangaroff deep back, and Blake J. And according to the depth chart I have here for Mill Valley, he is the backup quarterback. So if there's any problems with Bohan's hand, it'll be Jay in the game as Mill Valley chooses not to retrieve the kick. 39 yards, no return, and let's see if Bohan comes out. Looks like he is in the huddle, so he is good to go, but the right hand, you think, is the compromised hand.
Yeah,
that's his throwing hand.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's something he's going to have to kind of report back to the sideline on how he's doing. We've already seen a couple fumbled snaps from St. Thomas Aquinas. You want to make sure that you're able to get that center quarterback exchange, number 1, and number 2, just be able to hand the ball off.
Let's check in with our sideline reporter. Here's Bethany Bowman.
Thanks, guys. By the time I got to the Mill Valley sideline, looks like Connor Bohan's hand was done being looked at, so something to keep an eye on for sure, but seems like he'll be okay for this next drive. You guys talked about the playoffs being cruel. These two teams know that very well. They know if they're going to move on, they have to play each other. Very familiar opponent. Actually, Mill Valley has knocked out St. Thomas Aquinas 3 straight times in the playoffs from 2019 to 2021. The Saints are looking for their first win since the regular season in Week 4 in 2019, as well as a big win in the playoffs in 2018 that led them to an undefeated 12-0 state championship season. Big one here in 5A. Both teams know how much is on the line here tonight.
14-yard run for Reese to start the second Mill Valley drive of the night, so he's off to a fast start. Connor O'Donnell has been fighting a knee issue this week, making the stop, and now a busted play, and quarterback improvises for a nice gain. Bohan, as he turned around, no running back there, and
yeah,
said, I'll take off and run because I averaged 6.2 yards per carry, and nice run.
Yeah, and he's got some speed out of the backfield. You see here the broken play, nobody there, but does the right thing, able to get up the field, pick up positive yards. You see Joseph Walker there with the big hit at the end of the play.
2nd down and 4. Lone loss of the year for Mill Valley was a Week 2 loss at home to Lee Summit North. who's undefeated and currently playing in the playoffs tonight, as now Bohan will tuck and run out of bounds. And looks to have another Mill Valley first down. Both these quarterbacks very good runners for the Saints and the Jaguars.
Yeah, take a look here. Pass play, Bohan sees the pressure, able to tuck it, pick up a first down there on the run. It's good to see Joey Good now in the game for St. Thomas Aquinas. I know he was kind of questionable during the week, but very good defensive end for the St. Thomas Aquinas defense.
Along with Crew Huenfeld. Curtis has had a very good year on their defensive line as they go end around. And this is Blake Jay. And Jay is hit down hard there as he crosses the 40-yard line near the 44. A short gain about 3. Jay's one of their fastest players. He's second down and 7.
Yeah, both these offenses like to sprinkle in those end arounds, split end arounds, wide receiver end arounds, and you see those sprinkled in, just trying to keep the defense on their toes a little bit.
Secondary, very good for the Saints as well. The linebackers led by Ham and Walker, some of their top tacklers, Bryant as well. But LeDrew Morrell is out with an injury. LJ Maslowski is playing in his spot. Now Bohan turns around, nobody's there, has to take off. And this time he got hit hard on the play. And I think that was Crew Huenfeld, number 38, and also Big Zion Thornton, the sophomore nose guard. And this time, the improvisation, easy for me to say, doesn't work out so well. And now it's going to be third down and 7 after a no gain. Bohan, design roll, now throwing on the run, too tall, incomplete. Coverage by Terrence Bryant, looking for Blake Jay down the field, and the punting unit coming out for Mill Valley on their second drive.
You see Bohan with the roll out there, but good job keeping the containment on the outside, forcing Bohan to kind of step up in the pocket. Good coverage downfield. St. Thomas Aquinas forces Mill Valley into a punting situation.
Aiden Stanley is your punter. Is long on the year, 55. He's had 5 inside the 20. Under 2 to play in your first quarter. Mill Valley leading 7-0. They got a short field on a opening kickoff fumble by St. Thomas Aquinas, as this will be down the 26-yard line. Only 32 yards on the punt. And give it back to St. Thomas Aquinas and their offense. It's a team that's averaging 33 points per game. 324 yards per game rushing out of their 367. That's 88% of their offense comes via the ground on the flex bone. Slaughter, the quick pitch to the edge. And this Mill Valley defense right there. That was Kai Jagan. And if the name sounds familiar, yes. His brother is Christian Jagan. Also, they have Colson, another brother, Colston. They've all been good football players. And Kai, the little brother, following in their footsteps.
Yeah, that's the one thing that Coach Appleby's really done with this program is a lot of families, a lot of multiple kids in the family coming through. And you got Jaden Woods, you got Jay, and you got Jagan, all bigger brothers.
Arndt shaking off a tackle. And gang tackle as he gets near the 33-yard line before he's pushed back. Getting about 5 yards on that run. Arndt runs angrily. And he's a tough tackle. He's a real thick kid, built like a fire hydrant.
Yeah, you see him just breaking through those arm tackles there, able to pick up 5 yards, make it more of a manageable third down for this Aquinas offense.
Motion by Callahan. Pitch it out, a little floater. Arndt gets to the edge, gets the first down, and a lot more out to the 45-yard line before he is finally taken down.
Well, you see the advantage of having a 6'3" quarterback is he kind of just pitches the ball over the defensive end. Not only does he get it over the defensive end, but allows Cal Arndt to have a little bit of full head of steam as he picks up that first down.
Peter made the stop, the free safety. Mentioned that secondary very good with Songroth, Peter, Charbonneau, and Jay. Mike Strack in his second year as the defensive coordinator. They run a 4-2-5. They're only allowing 18 points per game. As here's the quarterback, Elzy with plenty of running room, and the big guy rumbling down the field. Didn't know whether he wanted to stiff arm or try to outrun the defender. Decided to outrun the defender for a big gainer for the Saints. And that's the final play of your first quarter. At the end of one in the 5A state playoffs, 7-0 Mill Valley. Start of the second quarter with Mill Valley leading by a touchdown. After St. Thomas Aquinas fumbled the opening kickoff, short field, 28 yards. They punch it in with a Bohan touchdown run. That's the difference in this ball game. A lot of running of the football, some hard hitting. We expected a very physical game between these two squads tonight, Johnny.
Yeah, you know, starting off the game with the fumble, kind of set up Mill Valley with the short field, able to take advantage. But Aquinas offense is marching down, looking to even up the score on this drive.
39-yard run to end the first quarter by the quarterback, Elzy Slaughter. Now in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Slaughter going to do it again. Working his way off the right side. Now remember, these quarterbacks are large. Elzy Slaughter goes 6'4", 203, being recruited to play college football as a linebacker. Look at the biceps and the body on this kid as we check in with Bethany.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, as you mentioned, Elzy Slaughter. Remember, we talked to Coach Dreiling earlier in the year before our first game we covered of the Saints, and he said Elzy Slaughter came to him and said, "Coach, I can play quarterback." Obviously, looking at his size, that was appealing to Coach Dreiling, but he said that not everybody could play that position, but also be a threat, be a weapon, and we saw that on that last play before the quarter ended by Elzy Slaughter.
Arndt left his feet and ran right into Jaden Woods, the Mike linebacker. Thanks for the update there by Bethany. Jaden Woods headed to Penn State. And talk about families and the Woods family at Mill Valley. A lot of great players. Before this young man came along, Jaden Woods.
Yeah, I think his dad or uncle
Justin,
was part of the first class at Mill Valley. And obviously it's good to see the family stay in the district. And
David and Nick, very good players as well. So 3rd down and 2. And we're going to get a timeout.
Timeout,
Saints will burn the timeout as they trail 7-0. Early second quarter. Winner gets either Blue Valley North, who's been a sleeper team this year, the 15th seed, or the 11th seed, St. James Academy.
St. James with the early 7-0 lead in that game.
And the game of the week is brought to you by Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee is proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. Saints students in their ski wear. Aspen 80s is the official look. And then Mill Valley, I'm sure a lot of white handkerchiefs on their student side. All in all, this is a packed house tonight here in Overland Park. Beautiful night for football. Temperatures in the low 50s and got the full moon above us. And now it's 3rd down and 2 after the timeout. Saints trying to strike back in this one. Go with Arndt. Backpedaling his way. It'll be 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line. Arndt would not be denied. And that was a powerful run, even though he was kind of backpedaling his way toward the goal line. It'll be down at the 2 First and goal, Saints.
Yeah, and in those short yardage, you're going to go right over Stephen Carroll each time. 76, just kind of grading the road right there for Cal Arndt. Wasn't able to get in the end zone, but first and goal for St. Thomas.
Number 76 is their top offensive lineman. Now Arndt this time not going to get there as he is stuffed on the play. They'll give him one, and it'll be a second down and goal from the 1. Arndt has 23 rushing touchdowns on the year, also a receiving touchdown, so 24 total. As he tries to get the Saints right back in this ball game. Quarterback sneak and powering in. LZ Slaughter, who had that definitive run of 39 yards that got him in the red zone. He caps it with a 1-yard touchdown run. And it's a 7-6 ball game, and now he has 10 rushing touchdowns on the year. So both quarterbacks have found the end zone, and we're a point away from being tied here in this 5A state quarterfinal game. Michael Dorfler. And we got early movement on the, looked like the kicking team. I beg your pardon. The defense moved first.
Well, and you can see some movement over here on the sideline. They're thinking about going for 2 here, and
yes, they will.
they're going to send him out there. Again, you've got 19 seconds on the play clock, so you're going to have to get everybody out there, get them lined up.
So it's a half the distance penalty, so it goes from the 3 to the 1.5. They'll send the offense out. And fans all get on their feet on the home side. And they go with Arndt off the right side. And he's in for the 2-point conversion. It's converted. Cal Arndt off the right side, 8-7 lead for St. Thomas Aquinas after a penalty on Mill Valley, and they get half the distance, and Arndt able to get the 2-point conversion, 8-7 Saints.
Yeah, and you could see right away that they were going to go for that 2-point conversion as we take a look back at the touchdown run. Elsie Slatter had the big run on that drive, finishes it off, tying this game up. 2-point conversion here. Cal Arndt just able to fight forward and get that yard, but St. Thomas Aquinas taking advantage of that penalty on the extra point. Able to turn an extra point into 2 points, take the lead 8-7.
9 plays, 73 yards. Slaughter had the explosive play, 39-yard run. They got him in the red zone, then capped it with a 1-yard touchdown run, and then they get the 2-point conversion from Arndt. After an inauspicious start, fumbling the opening kickoff, the Saints here leading 8-7. Early second quarter, winner goes to the state semifinals. As Dorfler has it on the tee. Let's see if they kick it to Clayton Sangaroth. He has 2 returns for touchdowns on the year. I didn't think they would. Short kick, and it's fielded by one of the up men. That is Jagan, who had a knee on the field, so the ball is dead right there. Sangaroth is a very dangerous kickoff man, as now it's like Jagan a little shaken up as he runs off. He's one of their top defenders.
Yeah, it was hard to tell if that ball was going to trickle out of bounds, and Jagan had to make a quick decision.
So they'll give him the football at the 26. Bohan, the hand, after scoring the first touchdown of the ball game, seemed to be bothering him. It looks like, yeah, there's some redness on it, but he continues to play and continues to pass well, as that's Andy Watts, their leading receiver, as that's his 26th catch of the year. Not a lot of yardage, 428 on the year, 6 touchdowns, but he's their top receiver, gets 8 on that one. Second down and 2, I beg your pardon. 2nd down and 2. Motion by Watts. And movement on the line. Looked like Sauter, the tight end on the right side, moved early. So we'll go to 2nd down and 7.
5-yard penalty moves the ball to the 29. 2nd and 7.
Terry Kinney running this game tonight with Paul Sadler, Mark Quant, Steve Mortz, and David Highfall, set up by the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Veteran crew. And here's Reese avoiding the first wave.
Number 25, Reggie Reese on the carry of the middle.
Get a gain to the 33-yard line, a gain about 4 yards. Still going to be 3rd down, and they're going to need about 4 yards.
Still the all-conference linebacker, Andrew Ham. Kind of knife in there, forced Reese to have to cut it back, and then St. Thomas Aquinas defense did a good job of cleaning it up.
Bohan, the turn and throw, and overshoots Watts. Incomplete. Coverage by Cahill, and now the hand may be bothering him there. You see him shaking his hand there. Maybe the hand affected that throw. You can see some redness near the wrist area. And
well, you know, if there's any type of swelling, it's just hard to grip the football. I wonder if he can just work on that on the sideline.
There's Steve Rampy, the defensive coordinator, 40-plus years teaching and coaching. Hall of Fame coach, former Blue Valley, Lawrence Staley, and Pittsburgh State head coach, as this punt gets away from the returner. It's finally covered up down near the 12-yard line by Callahan. Let's see if the ball was touched earlier.
Yeah, it looked like it hit a white helmet. So see as we go down here.
No, it's a
awesome
Saints
Aquinas.
player.
Great job by the returner to see that. That is a live football.
Yeah, Callahan, the heads-up play. Will Callahan able to save the possession. And still spotting the football. It'll be 1st and 10 for Slaughter, who just had the short rushing touchdown, and they added a 2-point conversion with Arndt. It's off number 39's helmet of the Saints. That's L.J. Maslowski after a 54-yard punt. It's a long punt. It's a field changer as here's Slaughter on the quarterback keeper. And he's out to the 20-yard line. Nice quick 7-yard run by LZ Slaughter.
Well, you go back to the 54-yard punt, flipping the field. Aquinas is just fortunate to have that ball back, as it did hit off one of their helmets, and Turner did a good job of noticing that and getting on that football. That's a live ball. That's Will Callahan's the return guy. Heads up play.
Remember, Slaughter was a wing last year. Rushed for over 600 yards and 3 touchdowns. So he's a very able body as far as running the football. Quick pitch to the edge. Arndt, good blocking out there. And Cal cuts it up across the 40-yard line. 1st down near the 43-yard line. 23 yards for number 23. And the Saints starting to get the flex bone rolling, rushing the football.
And look at the blocking on the perimeter. You got the wide receiver out there making a good play, just sealing the edge. Cal Arndt does a good job of turning it upfield, but give a lot of credit to those guys blocking downfield.
Great block by Callahan, one of the wingmen. And this will be Arndt. Never seems to tire. He can get 25, 30 carries, and this guy keeps on trucking. That is Kalen Arndt. Very fast as well. I don't think people understand. They think this guy's just a slow, grinding guy, but if he gets in space, he can really turn on the jets.
Yeah, his ability to get to full speed is pretty impressive as he hits that line of scrimmage full head of steam, allowing him to get those extra yards. But a lot of confidence, Elsie Slaughter and Cal Arndt.
And now here's quarterback keeping on the read option out to the 50-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, so it's going to be now 3rd down and 3 at midfield. This series very close. It's like 7-7 in the last 14 meetings. Everybody looks and sees, hey, wow, Mill Valley has won the last 3, but prior to that, St. Thomas Aquinas has won the last 5. So this has been a tight series. Haven't played for a while. The Saints are in 4A, winning a state championship, while Mill Valley's been dominating 5A as Arndt pounding it and right at the first down stake. And he has enough for another Saints first down. Move the chains.
It was that second effort, I think, kind of pushed him past that first down marker. More importantly, the St. Thomas Aquinas offense just keeps the clock running and no hurry, as we've seen these 6-7 minute drives all year long with this team.
Yep, they love to grind you down with the flex bone. Run plays, run clock. And now Slaughter, the left-hander, throwing down the field, and he finds his tight end with a catch. Michael Bernard with a leaping catch. First down, Saints. As number 84 climbs the ladder, makes the catch down to the 23-yard line for 24 yards. Slaughter to Bernard.
Bernard's an athletic kid going up, high pointing that ball, basketball kid. But you see him right there, just boxing out, going to get it. And a great job by Michael to go up and get that ball.
6th catch of the year. He has now 100 yards receiving and also 3 touchdowns on the year. This play not doing too much, as this is Arndt again.
Carry for a short game.
And you really hear the pads popping, Johnny. We've heard it all throughout the first half. This has been a hard-hitting, very physical game
To the 22.
in these 5A rivals. Coach Dreiling will call the plays. Dylan Jackal is their offensive coordinator. He was here earlier in the week on Tuesday, and Coach Dreiling was, I don't know, he had a lot of anxiety. We all fight it a little bit, but he was fighting some anxiety himself. Arndt on the toss sweep and a nice run. He's about a yard shy of the first down. When Coach Dreiling doesn't want to talk golf with me, I know this is a big game. It's like, all I'm focused on is Mill Valley. There you hear all those pads popping as Arndt on a nice run. It's going to be 3rd down and short. There's the defensive coordinator, Mike Strack. Their former defensive coordinator, Drew Hudgens, is the head coach at Staley. This defense has 9 takeaways, giving up 18 points per game. At 20.5 sacks on the year. The defensive coordinator, he looks pretty fired up. Joel Appleby, calm.
He's been here before.
Yeah. He's played in a few big games. I asked him, when was the first time you met Randy Dreiling? He said 2008 at an all-star clinic in Wichita. I was an assistant coach at Derby back then, and Randy was at Hutchinson, and we beat them. He said, I'm not going to tell you what he said to me. So, yeah, I can just imagine. But that was the first time they met in Wichita in 2008, and they've grown very close. They're good friends right now. Here's Arndt on the 3rd down and short run, weaving his way, and he has enough for a Saints first down.
And again, they're just going to let this clock run down. They're in no hurry. assume you're going to see that play clock under 10 seconds before each snap. As they still can pick up a first down at the 2-yard line.
And this is Art again showing that strength. And he is fighting down near the 5-yard line. Art came into the weight room tonight. Double check, there was some questions about his name. I was like, is it Kalen or Callan? He was very short and sweet. He said, it's Callan, and everybody calls me Cal. And then he took those big quads and walked angrily out of the weight room. I said, okay, well, easy, big fella. Here's Arndt again with a nice run. But Father John cooked us some nice Philly cheesesteaks last time we were here. Yeah. Matchup with Blue Valley Northwest. Thanked him for that. And Cal has him at 3rd down and 2. He has a 2-point conversion in the game. Slaughter has the touchdown run. Johnny mentioned they get a first down near the goal line here. Slaughter going to run it up the right side. And he's down near the 1, but that's enough for a first down and a new set of downs. As Woods made the stop. Leading tackler for the Mill Valley defense, the Mike linebacker, leads the team in sacks and hurries as well. But now, 1st and goal. Spotted down just inside the 2-yard line. And Art goes down low, and he's in, submarining his way for his 24th rushing touchdown of the year. Callan Art does it again, and the Saints extend their lead now to 14-7 with the PAT pending. Another long time-consuming drive, resulting in a rushing touchdown as they go with the Dorfler PAT, and it's right down the middle. It's up and good.
As we take a look at this touchdown run by Callan Art, just fighting for that extra yard. That ball just gets over the goal line. And remember, this drive started deep in Aquinas' territory, so heck of a drive to finish off this second quarter. Continue to build that momentum.
Ladies and gentlemen, a reminder that the dance state competition is November 22nd. Competition starts at 1 p.m.
So Arndt and Slaughter with rushing touchdowns. And there it is, Johnny. Double figures on the plays. Look at the clock time, over 6 minutes, and they go 87 yards.
And it just wears you down as a defense. And there's not much you can do. You're going to have to make big stops on 1st and 2nd down, force them in long 3rd down situations. But right now, this Aquinas offense is staying on schedule.
Deep man back, Desmond Williams, and also Songaroth. Now, Songaroth has 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown this year. I don't think they're going to kick it to number 21. They have seen that on the stat sheet, so they go short, and the ball going to be kicked out of bounds, so that'll be at the 35-yard line as the flag flies. And short field now for Mill Valley, trying to get points before Hy-Vee at the half.
Well, that's where you're trying to kick it away from certain returners and kind of end up giving the other team good field position.
Yeah, you're avoiding Songaroth and his 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns along of 89, but then you kick it out of bounds. And now Bohan, who's maybe having an issue with his right hand. You've seen some of the throws come out high and errant. This will be interesting to watch. Once again, Jay is their backup quarterback, Blake Jay, the junior. If Bohan is having troubles, Now Jay is in the backfield. He also serves as a wide receiver, a wing, and
35.
Reggie Reese also in the backfield. This is a unique alignment here with these two guys in the backfield. As here's Reese up the middle. Reese across the 40 to the 42. Gain of 7. Reggie Reese.
Gain of 7 to the 42.
So they still have 2 timeouts.
Stop by 38.
Start to get in the hurry up here, trying to get this ball in a good field goal position.
Play action. Bohan going to take off and run. Flag is down behind the play. Could be a holding penalty coming up on Mill Valley after the nice run by Bohan. As this is coming back, looks like the first down run is negated. Holding Mill Valley.
Holding against the Jaguars.
Yeah, tough penalty here for Mill Valley, is looking to build some momentum, trying to get into field goal position. See here at the bottom of the screen as Bohan goes to take off. Looks like Joey Goodnow being held. I think this is going to back him up.
So they'll move it back, taking the holding penalty. Apologize for the audio issues with Terry Kinney's microphone.
The 10-yard penalty moves the ball to the Jaguars. 32. Second and 13.
So back to the 32, second down and 13. Time a big factor here, just over a minute to go before halftime. You still have 2 timeouts if you're Mill Valley. Win really a non-factor tonight. If anything, it's slightly in the quarterback's face. As Connor going to tuck and run. A lot of running room, getting blocks from his receivers. And will rush for the first down as he's out near the 49-yard line. Gain about 16, 17 yards is Bohan.
Andrew Ham with the stop for the Saints.
Gets the first down after Ham, the Mike linebacker, makes the stop for the Saints. And they'll go no huddle. And a flag down is Reese. Fine running room off the right side. And looked like a wide receiver. Watts wasn't set, number 15 for the Jaguars. And this will cost the Jags some first down yardage. Is see an illegal shift is the call.
Yes, you're trying to get the offense up there to have no time run off the clock, but not being able to get set up. Remember, you still have 2 timeouts.
The 5-yard penalty moves the ball to the Jaguars. 44. Second and 15.
Running, second down and 15. Pumped by Bohan, and now he just throws it in the dirt. And looking for Elliott Fisher, tight end in the area. He was blocking. I don't think he was turning around expecting a pass, and Bohan just decided to ground that ball. And
yeah, Aquinas, they snuffed that out. Bohan really didn't have any choices. That was Elliott Fisher over there on defense. Or on offense, looking to catch that ball, but like I said, that Aquinas defensive end had that snuffed out, not able to get that pass completed. But it does stop the clock for Mill Valley.
Really, it's been the clock running in this time, not the penalties that's really hurting this Mill Valley drive as they're down to 25 seconds and third down and 15. They'll take their second time out. Jamie Rezegi is the O-line and offensive coordinator. Joel Appleby, 49 years old. Interesting situation for him. His wife, Amanda, where do you think she graduated from high school? 1998, right here, St. Thomas Aquinas High School. I asked Coach Riley, did you know that? Did Amanda? Yes! And that's a typical reaction for Coach Riley. As there you see the last time Mill Valley lost in the playoffs, 2018, St. Thomas Aquinas, 30-7. Since then, they've reeled off 27 straight. And, 5 state titles. And now the clock is their big nemesis here. It's second down and 15 as they've changed the down marker. Second down and 15. So Bohan still scrambling, clock running. Flag is down again as he floats a pass down the field, diving attempt, and it is caught. And that is Desmond Williams with the catch. And we got another holding penalty on Mill Valley, so wipe it off. No catch.
And if you take a look at your screen, it's in the middle of the field. And I'm not sure who's getting held, but they sure made it known to everybody that he was getting held. Let's take a look here at the replay. You see Bohan buying time. You see here, right there.
It's going to be the left tackle, Tilley, I believe. Good pass, though, and a good diving catch there by Williams, all waved off with the penalty yardage. And this drive has been sabotaged with penalties on Mill Valley, holding penalties, illegal shifts. Now the clock's wound down to 13 seconds as they're facing now second down and a country mile. Second down and 25 for Bohan and the Mill Valley offense. And scrambling, throwing, and the ball is caught. This is Watts weaving his way inside the 40-yard line, and he's down near the 36-yard line. So a big gainer. It's going to be 30 yards and a final timeout taken by Mill Valley as we're down to 1 second to go before halftime.
You see the clean pocket, and Bohan able to just keep his eyes downfield. See the good throw there. Good pitch and catch. Probably not in field goal range, so look for this to be a throw into the end zone here to finish the half.
Yeah, the kicker's long. Stanley would be 36 yards on the year.
Be looking about a 53-yarder into a slight breeze, so probably just going to throw this one up and see who can go and get it here.
Hail Mary time for this Mill Valley offense. Got an early break. St. Thomas Aquinas fumbles the opening kickoff. They got the short field and able to get a 28-yard scoring drive. That's their only points as their quarterback Bohan with a 3-yard rushing touchdown, but suffered a right hand injury, maybe a contusion on that right wrist. He's been kind of fighting that throughout the first half. 1st and 10 from the 36, but only 1 second to go as they've got 5 receivers deployed, 4 to the right side. And Bohan cranks it to the right side into the end zone, and the ball going to be intercepted by the Saints. And they will go down. Gabe Spees takes a knee at the 11-yard line. His second interception of the year. The free safety ends the second quarter. And first turnover of the game by Mill Valley. Turnovers 1 apiece, but Saints lead it at halftime. 15-7 as we check in with Bethany.
Coach, not an ideal start for your team, but they respond well. How do they get 15 straight points there?
Well, our offense is doing enough to keep us in this thing. Our defense, I'm not back there. I'm back with the offense. Our defense must be playing outstanding. We got to keep it. These guys are explosive. We know that. We're a long way from home.
You went for 2 on that 2-point conversion after a penalty. What changed for you?
Well, you got a yard and a half. You can't get a yard and a half, then you shouldn't be out here.
Good luck.
That is classic Coach Dreiling right there. First question was done. He started to walk away. Then she asked him a second question on the two-point conversion, and he gave the coaching cliche, if you can't get a yard and a half, what are you doing? So 15-7 your halftime score, with the Saints leading the Jags in this state quarterfinal game. Coming back, Hy-Vee at the half, numbers, highlights, and we've got a special story coming your way as well. Teams out of the halftime locker room, getting stretched out, ready to go for the start of the third quarter. Mill Valley will get the football. They won the opening coin toss, deferred their option to the second half, so they'll get the third quarter kick. As we take a look now at the 6A bracket, Johnny, and at Blue Valley Northwest over the defending state champs. Blue Valley West, Tate Nagy's team up by 2 touchdowns. No surprise with the Derby over Wichita East. And chalk holding up in the western part of the state. Manhattan and Derby are the 2 top seeds.
Yeah, that's going to be a battle next week if those.
Yeah, I'm hearing both of them are very
Yeah.
good. And of course, Joel Appleby, his cousin, is Brandon Clark, the Derby head coach. So I talked to Joel about what was going on out west, and he just said Manhattan's really good. But Brandon always says that about future opponents. Third quarter is coming up, and it'll be the Saints to kick it off to the Mill Valley Jaguars, as there is Michael Dorfler, a sophomore kicker. Don't expect a long kick. They know Mill Valley has a very good kick returner, number 21, Clayton Songroth. That's in the scouting report, so.
Well, remember the last kickoff went out of bounds, so
you want to avoid that too, though.
yeah, you want to just get it to the up back, force him to field the ball, but definitely keep the ball in bounds.
And again, it's a short, pooched kick. Ball on the deck. It's covered up at the 35-yard line by the Jaguars, as that's Jay.
First and 10 Jaguars from the 35.
And now Bohan in the offense coming out. If you're the offensive coordinator, are you worried about the right hand injury that Bohan suffered on the rushing touchdown? Because the passing's been a little erratic since then.
Yeah, I think that last drive going into the half, I think he had some good passes. So, it's just building his confidence back up and knowing that he can get out there and throw that ball around a little bit.
First and 10 from the 35. Reese in the pistol formation now, redirects to the right hip of the quarterback. And this will be Reese, and he's blown up for a loss. As shooting in was Bryant, the outside linebacker, scraping in. He gets the tackle for a loss. Pads have been popping all night, Johnny.
Yeah, and both these teams are looking to get that run game going, but stout defensive lines and linebackers are coming up and popping some pads tonight.
Second down and long, pass over the middle, caught by Watts. First down and more. Andy Watts separating in the secondary. And he's down near the 32-yard line. And good catch and run by the senior wide receiver, Andy Watts.
And you see the toughness of Bowen coming out here throwing a good pass. And see the athleticism there, just not going down. Almost had the ball stripped, but it's a good job of picking up those yards after contact.
35 yards, an explosive play. And the math and analytics, when you get an explosive play, leads to good things. Here goes Reese into the secondary. Reggie Reese to the end zone. Touchdown, Mill Valley. Right back in it.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
3 plays down the field, 65 yards in a heartbeat. And it's now 15-13. 32-yard rushing touchdown. Reggie Reese is 24th of the year.
Looks like they're going to kick the extra point here. I was checking to see if they were going to try and go for 2, but put the points on the board, don't chase it.
Bohan back in holding, so that's a good sign as the PAT right through there, up and good. And it's a 15-14 ball game as the Jags strike quickly.
Yeah, the pass from Bohan to Watts sets up Reggie Reese's touchdown run here. Saw the stiff arm. He just breaks away from that secondary.
Bethany, what do you have?
Yeah, guys, thank you. I talked to Joel Appleby as he came out of the halftime break, and, you know, he's always smiling. I think I said that earlier in a game. Always great to see him, always positive, and he knows it's a long game. He said we just have to stop killing ourselves, making too many mistakes, and so see right there, offense came out with a bang. You can always expect that from a Joel Appleby coach team, and for someone who's won 27 straight playoff games, you have to know that this game is not over at halftime.
No, Mill Valley is calm under pressure. And that guy, Reggie Reese, been their star all year as he closes in on a 2,000-yard, 24-touchdown junior season, 6'1", 203. So he is a tough tackle once he gets into the secondary. It'll be Stanley to kick it off. Let's see what he wants to do with this kick, and he'll just kind of squib it down the field. It's picked off at the 22-yard line. This is Conley on the return.
The kickoff was fielded by number 25, Braden Conley.
13 yards on the return, and now it's Elsie Slaughter and the Flexbone offense led by their quarterback there, who's had a very good first half, Johnny.
Yeah, he did a really good job keeping this offense moving down the field as he had the big 39-yard run. He's got the touchdown run, saw the pass play, so really good game for Elsie Slaughter up to this point.
They'll run it with Arndt. Short run there. Arndt had a 2-yard touchdown run in the first half and a 2-point conversion as he closes in on a 100-yard game. It's a guy that's averaging 150 yards per game on the season, as he also has 24 rushing touchdowns to match Reese, the Mill Valley running back. 2nd down and 7, Saints. Quick pitch. Arndt on a cutback. Good vision. Only get about a yard on the play.
We saw Van Reen do a good job as the defensive end, not allowing Arndt to get upfield. Again, it just takes so much discipline to just work yourself upfield and force that running back in instead of crashing down and trying to make the play. Let your linebackers clean it up for you.
Saw his father, the Blue Valley AD, proud papa in the Mill Valley crowd. Proud of his junior son, AC. This running play, not going to get there, and the Mill Valley visiting side erupts with a defensive stop on 3rd down, led by their star, Jaden Woods. And now 4th down, and the punting unit coming out for the Saints.
Just a quick hitter up the middle, but see that defense doing a good job of making that tackle around the legs there, not allowing Arndt to pick up any extra yards.
Ryder Farley had the legs, and Woods had the top part of the running back as this punt away by Gavin. Sangaroth takes it at the 27, and once again, he's a dangerous return man, but special teams very good. 33-yard punt, short return. As he's taken down. Joe Walker, the linebacker, one of the top tacklers on the team. And it'll be Mill Valley football trailing by 1, 8.5 to go in your third quarter. A team that's won 27 in a row, 5 straight state titles.
And he came out of the half with a quick 3-play drive, putting points on the board, building that confidence. That Mill Valley offense, we'll see if they can continue this drive.
And this will be Jay. His few rushing attempts, but he's one of the faster guys on the team. Nice spinorama. His brother was a quarterback, Hayden Jay. This is Blake Jay. And a nice gain to the 41-yard line as he get about 8 yards on the play.
It looked like he was going to be stopped for a minimal gain, but see the athleticism with the spin move, able to pick up those extra 3 or 4 yards. Like you said, close to an 8-yard gain there on first down.
Go back to their lead back in Reggie Reese, and he's right at the first down stake, and the white hat says first down. Good now involved in the stop. So Mill Valley going to try to give the Saints a little bit of their own medicine, a grinding, time-consuming drive, and try to grab the lead here in the third quarter. Jay coming around the end. Jay is also their backup quarterback, so they want to get frisky and maybe throw something. You got to watch for number 12. His brother was an excellent quarterback.
Well, you mentioned that formation earlier when he was lined up next to the QB, and you thought maybe they would run a running back pass, but haven't seen it yet, but it's definitely in the wrinkle.
Second down and 7. Reese. And he's across midfield. And that's going to leave him third down and short. I don't think people realize how big Reggie Reese is. If you saw him ground level, field level, he is a big dude. 6'1", over 200 pounds. He's a junior. I mean, it is not fun tackling number 25. And Reese is stuffed, and he'll be stopped short. As they go down low on him, and it was Crew Huenfeld, the baseball star turned football defensive end, just went down low and no room to run, and it's fourth down, and the punting unit will come out on 4th down and 3. Crew is a first baseman pitcher, left-handed pitcher. Makes a nice defensive play there, forcing a 4th down punt.
Well, if you're Aquinas, you got to make sure you see this ball out of the snapper's hands. Try and draw him off sides.
Callahan, your return man. Stanley is your punter. And Callahan just going to let this one hit. It takes a Saints roll. Mill Valley hops on it just inside the 30-yard line. Only 21 yards. And now Coach Driley firing up his flexbone offense. Yes, he is their play caller. See, Dustin Delaney is in the house watching the game tonight, the former OC here for the Saints, good friend of Coach Driley. He was also on the staff of Gardner Edgerton's flexbone that won the state championship last year in 6A. Now I'm told he's selling houses. Okay, so if you need a new house, we'll contact Dustin Delaney. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Slaughter calls his own number, and Slaughter into the secondary. And he is down after a gain to the 47-yard line, as it's a gain of 18 and a first down by Elsie Slaughter.
Yeah, just calls his own number, able to find the gap in between the guard and the center. And once he gets rolling, he's a tough guy to bring down. You talk about Reese from Mill Valley. Slaughter runs very similar. Try and run through you.
Spotted at the 48 officially. And this is Arndt breaking tackles and just carrying tacklers down to the 45-yard line. And speaking of tough tackles, number 23 fits that bill as well. These two guys just, man, yards after contact masters, Arndt and Reese.
Yeah, just able to keep the feet moving as he's taking contact, and always feels like he's falling forward, picking up extra yards as he's going down to the ground. It's another 2nd and short here for St. Thomas Aquinas.
2nd down and 3. Quarterback keeping it. First down run. Slaughter. Now, again, the ball comes out. Woods thought he had a scoop and score, but they signaled the quarterback down and mark it as a first down for St. Thomas Aquinas.
I know they blew it dead, but I'm not sure his knee was down. I thought he was on top of the other player. We'll see here as he goes down. I think he got that hip down, but
left hip made contact with the turf.
You always tell your defensive guys to sell it, and Jaden Woods did a good job of selling that, but it's already blown dead. As you see, 11 carries, 80 yards. He's got that 1 touchdown.
Play action. Slaughter going deep middle and off the hands of Yankovic. Got his left glove on it, but couldn't reel it in as the pass sailed a little bit. And Yankovic is a tall wide receiver at 6'3", and pass just too tall for even him.
They give a lot of credit to Blake Jay. That's hard to stay disciplined and not put your eyes in the backfield, but does a good job of staying stride for stride and not really allowing an opportunity to catch that football.
So they took their shot. 2nd down and 10. Now whistles and flags. And a penalty coming up on the Saints. So it'll be 2nd down and 15. And if you're a defensive coordinator against the flex bone, this is what you want. You want to get the flex bone behind the sticks. So they went for the gusto play, came up empty. Now the penalty, and now it's 2nd down and 15.
Well, you look for a screen play if you're Aquinas. Maybe try and catch Mill Valley off guard here.
And now we'll get a timeout for the Saints.
Timeout, Saints. That's their first of the half.
Coach wasn't happy about something.
Somebody didn't do their job.
So they take the timeout. That'll be their first. They'll still have 2 remaining. Again, they got all kinds of construction going on here, but when this stuff gets all taken care of behind the school, this place is going to be something else. New classrooms, music room, multi-purpose room for the cheerleaders, wrestling, and dance team. They've already got a new track and turf field just to the north of the stadium. It's really nice. You come over here, it's a whole campus situation. Right now, a lot of construction going on right behind the stadium. And I promise you, once it gets done, it's going to look great here. So out of the timeout, Second down and 15. And a quick pass, and the throw is incomplete. Looking for Callahan, and looked like Jaden Woods was right there, and Callahan couldn't make the catch.
And as a lefty quarterback, you got to turn your entire body to make that play. That's just a tough throw. And like you said, that Mill Valley.
Well, that was Jagan that was there.
Just sitting on that. So you're in third and long situation here. Again, we saw the big pass play. That was he slaughtered Michael Bernard early in the game. He's obviously a target.
Third down and 15. Slaughter. Jump pass down the field. Incomplete. The receiver was wide open, and they couldn't make the connection. As that was Bittner down the field, and this is a missed opportunity as this pass just sailed, and the receiver there was wide open, uncovered inside the 30-yard line. So now punting time for Barron Gavin. Average about 32 yards per punt. Is long on the year, 47. Doesn't punt a lot. Ball inside the 10, down near the 6-yard line. 42 yards and a great punt by Barron Gavin will have the Mill Valley offense backed up as they take over deep in their own territory. This November night, I would say the weather is cool, but very nice here in mid-November night. Temperatures in the low 50s. Players loving it.
Yeah,
full moon is out. It's boy, this weather been very good in the playoffs.
Yeah, no wind, no precipitation. We'll take this mid-November weather.
But if you're a fan, you might want to bundle up with your stocking cap and wrap yourself up. And here we go. Reese takes the fake, and his quarterback, Bohan, will run it for a short gain, but Reese took a hard pounding there.
I was getting ready to say, everybody thought that he had the ball and there was a big play made, but see Bohan pulls it out at the last second.
Yeah, Bohan kept it. Reese took a whack there, and 5-yard run by Bohan. Second down and 5. Mill Valley scrimmaging late in the third quarter, down by a point. Keep it on the ground, not much doing as defenses are starting to stiffen here in the third quarter.
Well, you want to be careful this deep in your own territory. You don't want to give this Aquinas defense any momentum.
Well, Coach Rampy said stopping the run is the key tonight. If we can stop the run, we will be victorious. Third down and 5 as the home fans really cranking up the noise. Bohan to throw out of the shadow of his own goalpost, and now will take off. And he ain't going anywhere as Curtis right there to shut him down. Kalen Curtis. Also, Crew Huenfeld involved in the stop. The D-line really making a difference there. Curtis is their top-rated defensive player as far as defensive points on the year. And Bohan couldn't find an open receiver. The secondary doing their job. And then Curtis able to bring him down with the help of Huenfeld. And they'll both get a half sack there and a flex. And it'll be punting time on 4th down and 8. Stanley out of his own end zone sends it down the field. Callahan fields at the 41. And he'll get 1 yard on the return after the 32-yard punt, but a short field now for the Saints. Leading by a point late in the third quarter, and you knew, Johnny, this game was just going to be one of those tight grinders game. Turnovers even at 1 apiece. And you knew this game was going to be hard-hitting, physical as well.
Yeah, and we talked about it's going to come down to a special teams play or, a big play in the passing game is both teams have really sold out, stopping each other's run and doing a good job of that. You look at the punt on the last possession by Aquinas, pinning Mill Valley deep into the own end zone, ends up paying off for them as they're going to get good field position to start this drive.
Yeah, the Gavin punt was a game changer, as you mentioned, as here's a Slaughter quarterback read option, and he'll get about 4 on his first down run as he approaches 100 yards rushing, has a touchdown in the ball game. 2nd down and 6. Slaughter, once again, the colleges want him as a linebacker. They like his physicality. As he gets under center. Short field toss to Arndt. Spinning his way as he's wrapped up by Farley.
Again, you think he's going to be stopped for a minimum gain and just ends up turning the corner.
Jay is well involved in the stop. So now
I think there's a penalty flag that we didn't see down, and it's going to be hold on the outside.
On the offense, 10-yard penalty, previous spot, replay the down.
Seen some critical holding penalties on both teams tonight. Those are drive killers. Again, the flex bone is backed up, 2nd down and 16. Quick pitch, Arndt blocking on the edge. And he's able to cut it back to the 40-yard line, a gain of about 6 on the play. Songroth was right there. He didn't make the stop, but he kind of sealed the play. As that's the end of 3 on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Quick look at the Hy-Vee scoring by quarters. Lone score in the 3rd quarter, the 32-yard touchdown run by Reese. 1-point lead for St. Thomas Aquinas. Money quarter now, 4th quarter. Winner goes to the state semifinals. Loser is eliminated. And Slaughter throwing, and it's caught. And this is Yankovic using the stiff arm as he's down near the 26-yard line. And it is a 1st down catch for Brett Yankovic. His 9th catch of the year.
And you see the fake on the run there, and Slaughter with the unconventional throw, but leads his receiver, and Yankovic able to pick up good yards there.
1st and 10. Officials spot him at the 27-yard line. Arndt powering the right side. And if you're watching the flex bone offense, you say, well, this is a grinder's offense. It's not too artistic. It's not too pretty. But let me tell you, it's a very effective offense. Gardner Edgerton won the state championship with that offense last year. So did Coach Dreiling in Class 4A.
Well, and what you have to be aware of is there's a lot of guys that are going to touch the football, so you got to stay disciplined on the defensive side of the ball, and that it's tough to practice against during the week.
Penalty on St. Thomas Aquinas.
Dead ball. Full start on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay the 2nd down.
Well, the Saints have been able to overcome some penalties on this drive.
2nd and 12.
Hard to tell.
Yep. Ball back to the 30-yard line. motion by Callahan. Ball is loose. Arndt had to go back and get it. And it's covered up. And it'll be no gain on the play, but not a loss of possession, as connection between the quarterback and the fullback not working on this play.
Yeah, it just looks like the ball gets poked out. Yeah,
oh,
right
it did.
there.
Oh, yeah. Give A.C. Van Reen some credit, number 11, as he stuck his hand in there and knocked it free. I thought it was the mesh point there that was messed up, but Van Reen, the junior defensive end. Now listen to the visiting crowd cheering on their defense on 3rd down and 13. Slaughter down the field, intercepted. Coming back the other way is Charbonneau to the 16-yard line. Kendon Charbonneau, his first interception of the year, and the sophomore with a big play, turnover number 2 by the Saints.
It looked like the pass was a little bit underthrown. Allowed Charbonneau to undercut the pass a little bit. See here if Slaughter was able to get his feet set, and he was, just kind of puts that ball out there, but not enough hang time, and Charbonneau picks that ball off. Mill Valley's going to start deep in their territory here at it's like the 15-yard line.
So the defense fired up for Mill Valley as the Jags take over at their own 16-yard line. And Reese is going to be thrown for a loss on the play.
Joseph Walker.
Boy, he is like a kamikaze guy. He just will fire in there, and this time gets a tackle for a loss. Joseph Walker, over 50 tackles on the year. Senior, lists as the will linebacker. Loss of 3. Bohan throwing deep in his own territory, has his man Reese. Reese with the catch, turns up the field, and will get near the 22-yard line. Get about 9 yards on the play.
Great open field tackle. Reese caught that ball with full head of steam going up the sideline. I think that was Dallas Cahill putting his body on the line, going low, but very productive with that tackle, as we haven't seen Reese come down very few times just on the first contact.
You make business decisions when you try to tackle number 25. Do you want to take some pain, or do you want to bring down 25? You make that call. Now 3rd down and 4. The cowbells, the crowd. This is a state quarterfinal game, and now movement on the left side of the line. Looked like the left tackle moved.
And it looked like they tried to get him to jump early on in the snap count, and then
before
they've got the timeout called.
Okay, no penalty on Mill Valley. A timeout there first for Coach Appleby. So we take a look at the scoring update, and it looks like St. James Academy is going to advance. Now, Blue Valley North Cinderella run with Gene Weir looks like it's going to come to an end. But St. James has been on a roll, Johnny. That quarterback, Tyson Beshore, is the real deal.
Yeah, I don't think anybody gave them a shot against Blue Valley week 1 of the playoffs. And not only did they win that game, but won the game pretty handily. And you see there, Gardner Edgerton coming back from a 9-point halftime deficit, tying it up at 23, and Shawnee Mission Northwest keeping it close against Blue Valley West. We'll see how those games shape up, but a lot of good games tonight on this side of the state line.
3rd down and 4 out of the Mill Valley timeout. Quarterback running on the short side of the field, and he's going to be shut down. Andrew Ham, I believe the Mike linebacker, was the guy that kind of read the play, and Bohan was denied. It'll be 4th down, no gain. Ham And their top tacklers, 4th in defensive points, comes up big. Number 45 in blue coming up here, and also Huenfeld was there as well. And force a Mill Valley punt deep in their own territory as Will Callahan is your deep man. Punt return specialist for the Saints. Stanley standing inside his 10. 4th down and 5. Ball is muffed, and the ball is picked up by Mill Valley. And it's covered up by the Jaguars special team. And that is the center, Zaldivar, running down the field. The deep snapper able to recover the muff punt by Will Callahan. And it'll be Jaguars football with the short field.
That was a great punt, ball. Good hang time, and looked like the wind kind of played with that ball a little bit. And Callahan not able to get that ball into his possession.
Turnover number 3 on the night by the Saints, but how about the long snapper? Snaps the ball, runs down the field, Zaldivar, and able to cover it up, and that's 2 on special teams for Coach Dryling's team. A fumble on the opening kickoff, now a punt fumble, and now the 5-time defending state champs have the short field. And this is Jay, and he's trying to throw it. He's a quarterback throwing down the field, has a wide open man, uncovered receiver. That's Sauter inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal. And there's what we were talking about with Jay as a backup quarterback, getting the handoff. Yes, he can run it, but he's also their backup quarterback, and finds Sauter for a big gain down the field.
Yeah, and he doesn't force the play. At first, you know, he kind of got to scramble a little bit, but then throws it up, tight end wide open.
That's 38 yards. It'll be 1st and goal from the 4. Jay to Isaac Sauter, 6'4" tight end. He and Fisher split time, and they like to use their tight ends in the passing game. So 1st and goal from the 4. Reese to the right. Low snap. Bohan has to pick it up, and he's immediately spun down. Goodnow crashing down the defensive end.
For a loss by 35, Joey Goodnow.
Joey the star, shot and disc state champion. Probably gonna go to an Ivy League school and probably do that. I mean, is his sister at an Ivy League school right now? All right, yeah.
His sister's a volleyball player at Yale.
Yale, that's right, yeah. Loss on the play, so the low snap hinders the play. It costs him 3 yards back to the 7. 2nd down and goal from the 7, trying to grab the lead in the 4th quarter. Give it off to Reese, and this is just a hard, grinding power run. Let's see, he is down near the 2-yard line.
4-yard gain, 2 to 3. 3rd and goal.
Spot it, beg your pardon, at the 3. So now it'll be 3rd down and goal from the 3.
Well, you know Aquinas is going to stack the box here. We'll see if they just keep the ball on the ground or if they try and do a pop pass, but very important 3 yards here for Mill Valley.
Motion across the set. Reese gets it, powers. 2nd effort, he's in. Touchdown, Mill Valley. I didn't think he got it on the 1st effort, but the 2nd effort, and then he pushed the ball across, kind of reaching across with the football, and he's in for a 3-yard rushing touchdown. That's his 2nd of the night and his 25th of the year.
Mill Valley's going to go for 2 here, try and make it a 7-point game.
And Reese closing in on that 2,000-yard season. Now 25, has 25 rushing touchdowns. Here's a 2-point conversion try. This one from the 3. Bohan to throw to the back of the end zone. Got Sauter with the catch, and it's a 2-point conversion about 9 yards deep in the end zone. Sauter set him up with a big 38-yard catch, the tight end, with a 2-point conversion, and now it's a 7-point difference. 22-15 Mill Valley.
You go back to the touchdown run, and again, you knew the ball was going to get in 25's hands, and he just fights his way, getting the nose of that football just past the goal line, and 2-point conversion here. Good route combination there. It looked like Reese was going to be the target, but the tight end Sauter kind of gets lost. It's that back pylon. Good throw there by Bohan. You see the plays of the scoring drive. 4 plays, 42 yards. Remember, that was set up by the muff punt. So Mill Valley's now taking full advantage of the 2 turnovers by St. Thomas Aquinas. The 2 fumbles, I guess. They've got 3 turnovers, but it's the 2 fumbles that have turned into the points off turnovers for Mill Valley.
Stanley putting it on the tee. Just over 5 to play in regulation. Squib it down the field, and this one will go out of bounds. And this will be at the 35-yard line, so catching a break as that went out of like the 1-yard line. But it's out of bounds, so good field position now for the Saints. And the offense led by Elsie Slaughters had a very good night rushing the football.
So this is about the wheelhouse. 5 minutes left to go. Aquinas definitely not a hurry situation here. Even though they run the football, be able to stay at their tempo and not force anything down the field.
Still have 2 timeouts as well for St. Thomas Aquinas. From the 35, 1st and 10. Arndt in the backfield as the lone fullback. Wing right is Callahan. And there's Slaughter. And a big first down run as he's across midfield. As he'll go for 17 yards and a first down. LZ Slaughter.
Yeah, just look at the strength here as he's going down to the ground. These guys are trying to get the ball ripped out of his arms, and just not going to budge it. He's got that grip strength.
And Slaughter running to the outside, holding on and making the stop was Braden Peter, the free safety. Nice play there. He's a senior. Kid that moved from strong safety to free safety.
Second and 8.
One of their top tacklers on the year, 41 coming into tonight. 2nd down and 8. And this is Arndt pushing, driving. He'll get about 4 yards on the play.
Number 1 by Jagan.
Jagan involved in the stop.
4-yard gain to the 43. 3rd and 4.
White knuckle time, 4th quarter, 3rd down and 4. And Slaughter will keep it himself, and he'll get it to the 40. But that's not enough for the first down. They're going to need another yard. It's going to be 4th down and 1.
Jaden Woods coming up a little hobbled, but looks like he's going to be fine. Kind of got landed on there in the pile, but
nice, rubbing at his leg, but he is staying out there. Number 5 as the Mike linebacker. 4th down and 1. And it's Arndt, and he has enough. First down, Saints.
yeah, initially it looked like he was going to be stopped right at the marker, but able to, like we talk about all night, he's able to fall forward and pick up those extra couple feet, get that first down. Keep this drive alive for St. Thomas Aquinas as the clock's now ticking close to 3 minutes.
Slaughter keeping it on the quarterback read option. Gets a couple of yards on the play. And MJ Wash involved in the stop, the defensive lineman, defensive end.
For the Mill Valley's got to be aware of that pass, that pop pass they like to run, off the run fake. Got to keep that in the back of your mind, as you don't want to have a big play against you in the passing game.
And watch the tight end, number 84, or Yankovic. Now the flag is down and the quarterback is down as Woods hitting Slaughter for the sack. And Woods, leading sack man for the Mill Valley defense, but once again a flag to assess.
I don't think you get the sack yards and the penalty yards, so see where they... He's going to elect to push him back.
Holding on the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay the down.
So holding penalty, and they suffered the sack. And moves it back near midfield, back to the 47-yard line.
Second and 18.
It's going to be a second down and now 18. Flexbone getting backed up. Woods again hits the quarterback, and the ball sails incomplete. So Jaden Woods, the young man that's headed to Penn State, putting pressure on the quarterback. Had a sack on the last play, now hits Slaughter in a throwing motion, and it sails incomplete. Now third down and 18. What do they say, Johnny? Big players and big moments. This is a big moment. Number 5 stepping up, their star defensive player, as we get a timeout. And this is by St. Thomas Aquinas. That will be their final timeout.
Well, they didn't get charged with the one because they got the penalty.
Yeah, that's right.
I was getting ready to say that Aquinas kind of...
You heard Coach Dreiling say timeout, but they waved it off with the penalty, so this is only a second. He'll still have one in his hip pocket. And more importantly, he's got to convert a third down and 18 from near midfield.
Yeah, and you're just looking to cut the distance in half. Try and pick up 9-10 yards here, make it a more manageable fourth down situation. Well, it's going to be tough to pick up 18 yards in one play, so got to be smart here if you're St. Thomas Aquinas. Still have 2 downs to pick up a first down.
Yeah, you're in 4-down territory, Johnny. That's a good point. St. James has advanced as they handled Blue Valley North 45-6. I think that game was at CBAC tonight, College Boulevard Activity Complex. So Tom Radke's team moving on. They'll play the winner of this game tonight. Third down and 18. Pitch it back to the speedster Yankovic, and he is going to get a couple of yards. It's still going to be fourth down, and they're going to need a
Stop by number 5, Jaden Woods.
about 15 yards, it looks like. 16 yards is what the scoreboard is saying. So we'll go with that.
You've got 2 big guys that can go up and get the ball. You've got 84, Michael Bernard. You've got Yankovic, and both guys have got a height advantage if they can go up and catch this ball.
Fourth down, they pitch it back, and Arndt's going to throw it down the field, and the ball is broken up. And now it's caught on a rebound, caught by Callahan. Unbelievable. Ball, I thought it hit the turf. Callahan able to make the catch. Right place, right time. Arndt gets away from Woods, throws it down the field. They bat at it, and oh, that ball moved. That ball moved, but they gave him the catch. Callahan with the catch as Slaughter with the first down run. Let's take another look here.
Yeah, watch the sell job here. Yeah, but he rolls over and gets it. You know, that's what you're taught to do as a receiver is show that ball as quick as you can.
Yeah, he did, but it definitely moved in his undercarriage. Now the ball taken on one hop by Arndt. He'll cut it back, and he'll get it down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play.
35.
And now we get a 3rd down and 4 as we got whistles, and we'll get a timeout in Mill Valley. So Joel Appleby wants to talk to his defense. Mike Strack is the defensive coordinator. Seen Aquinas with their 3 turnovers tonight. Started on the opening kickoff, and that hurt him as it turned into 7 points. And then the ball on the punt is covered up by Callahan after it hits a player. This is an interception by Charbonneau, and then the muff punt by Callahan. But Callahan comes up with the big Hail Mary catch after Mill Valley had 2 guys looking to bat it down. Callahan, right place, right time, credited with a catch.
Great sell job. But again, that's something that you practice. You practice those, scoop the ball up the turf, show that ball to the referees.
Yeah, the referee was blocked out, so he can't see it. Now 3rd down and 5. Saints. They'll run it, and it'll break free for a touchdown. Arndt busted off the right side for 15 yards and a touchdown as the right side open wide, and 23 bursted through, and it's 22-21.
They're going for 2.
Yep, they're going to go for the win.
They're going to use the timeout. They all want to go for 2.
And now they'll have time to think about it.
Timeout Saints.
That is their final timeout, but Arndt gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. He now has 25 rushing touchdowns on the year, but credit the offensive line here. This is a big hole, Johnny.
Yeah,
Let's
so
go back to the catch.
And you got to give Cal Arndt a lot of credit here, not taking the sack. I mean, that's Jayden Woods, the Division I All-Star, and Arndt able to get this ball off. And you see right here, like you said, he blocks the referee's point of view is blocked, and Callahan just rolls over and picks the ball up. And you see here, Cal Arndt on the touchdown run. And Kev, you're right, he's untouched. Just give a lot of credit to those guys up front.
They got Mullen, Barnes, Bully, Carroll's their big star, Mansky. They opened it up for Arndt to score a 15-yard rushing touchdown, and the word on the...
They're going to kick it.
Okay, they're going to go for a 1-point tie. So they send out Dorfler to kick the PAT, and now they have a late ad. He's jogging in is Thornton. Dorfler eyeballs it, and now we get a flag down, and we've got encroachment on the defense, it looks like. And that may change the decision to go for 2. Coach Dryling's line at halftime.
Offside. Defense.
If you can't get a 1.5 yards, you don't deserve it. So they're going to go for the 2 and the win with 58 seconds to go.
I love it.
He's a man of his word. Coach Dryling from the 1.5 pulls the PAT kicking team and will go for a 2-point conversion. And the fans on their feet. Here's your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. And we get a timeout, Mill Valley. That is their final timeout. Mill Valley taking their final timeout in a 22-21 ball game. St. Thomas Aquinas will go for a 2-point conversion. They converted back in the second quarter with an Arndt run. Do they go with number 23 here, Johnny?
I don't think you could go wrong with either LZ or Cal Arndt. I think, they've got both the ability to fall forward and pick up those yards. I think they're going to go right over Stephen Carroll. Wherever he's lined up, they're going right over him.
Carroll is their guy, number 76, the right guard.
And you watch, if they get this 2-point conversion, he's going to be the first one celebrating.
Two-point conversion try to take the lead with under a minute left. 5A state quarterfinals rivalry game. Mill Valley, St. Thomas Aquinas. And they give it to Arndt. He's in for the 2-point conversion. His second of the night. And again, Johnny is a prophet. They go right side and follow big number 76. Carroll and Mansky, the right tackle, and they bust it for a yard and a half, and they grab the lead at 23-22.
And just watch the patience of LZ Slaughter. He's got to get those defensive guys to come up and just gets that ball into Cal Arndt's hand. Good job by Cal Arndt getting that ball. It looked like he grabbed it with one hand as he was going into the end zone. Again, it's that right side of the offensive line just paving the way. And
also bring in their defensive lineman, Curtis, to block. And now Mill Valley down by a point.
No timeouts.
No timeouts. And ball game still not over. Coach Appleby riding a 27-game playoff win streak. They've won 5 state titles in a row. Last team to beat him, St. Thomas Aquinas, but that was 2018. Can they do it in 2024?
We saw the drive at the end of the half for Mill Valley, able to move the ball down the field with very limited time. So we know they're capable of doing it. The only thing is they have no timeout. So
ball game far from over.
Yeah, you starts right here with the kickoff return. Got to make sure you get positive yards. No stupid penalties. If you're Aquinas, if you're Dorfley, you got to keep this ball in bounds. Don't give any momentum to Mill Valley.
Once again, Songaroth has 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown this year if they do kick it long. And now they do kick it long, and Jay will get it at the 20-yard line. He's elusive as well. And Jay will get it out near the 27, a gain of 6 on the return. And now you're down to 52 seconds, no timeouts. And you're down by a point. Your kicker is long on the year, Johnny, is 36 in Stanley.
So you've got to get to at least the 20-yard line to get to that point. You do have a little bit of wind behind your back, but not enough to stretch that any further. If you're Mill Valley, you're looking for your big tight end. He's had a couple big catches. You're looking for Andy Watts. He's had a couple big catches. Like you said, Kev, this game's far from over. Mill Valley's going to finish this game strong.
First and 10, Jaguars from the 28.
Empty set for Bohan. Quick pass and incomplete. The receiver lost his footing as he came out of his route there. Grayson Scott was on his way down as the pass sailed by his hands. Second down and 10.
You can't have a negative play if you're Mill Valley. No sacks, no penalties.
Working on a shoulder pad for Huenfeld. Plenty of time. They go underneath, and they go to Desmond Williams. He angles and goes out of bounds at the 50-yard line. So it goes for 22 yards and only 9 seconds off the clock. So that's a good, efficient play. I know you're playing prevent defense there, but that was a lot of running room for Desmond Williams, as it's first down as they'll spot it officially at the 48 on the Mill Valley side. Fans nervous, as the 5-time defending state champs just need a field goal to win it. Bohan in trouble, got to get rid of it, and he throws it away. Coach Dryling wants a grounding penalty, and the officials are looking around. I don't see a flag now.
He got it past the line of scrimmage. He was out of the tackle box.
So he was outside the tackle box. Coach Rampy was just watching, but it was Coach Dryling that was pleading for the flag to no avail.
Yeah, I mean, you do have to get the ball back to the line of scrimmage, and it looked like just got there, but good no call there.
Bohan, last second, able to get rid of it. Now second down and 10. Bohan going to take off. Plenty of running room as he goes out near the 35-yard line. And there is a flag down.
It's going to be a late hit out of bounds. Looked like Goodnow got shoved in the back as the play was finishing.
17-yard run, and now here's the penalty.
Personal foul. Blindside block.
We'll see if they give them the first down and then take the penalty after that.
Let's go back to the last couple of plays, Johnny. Quarterback in trouble and just gets rid of this as he's outside the box for an incompletion. Able to run, and then there's a penalty, and it moves back to the 50-yard line. Bohan again getting away from the pressure of Huenfeld. Now throwing down the field and wide, incomplete. He was targeting Desmond Williams. Let's go back to the personal foul, illegal blindside block here. And that was Jay blocking for the quarterback. That's Blake Jay, number 12, right there. Trying to help his quarterback out, but in the last pass wide of Williams. Now third down and 8 from midfield, clock at now 13 seconds.
Yeah, you've got 2 plays here. You're going to have to get down the field here, get out of bounds, and give yourself an opportunity for a pass into the end zone.
Bohan, the pump. Now looking deep down the field, pass incomplete, looking for Jay. As Cahill, great coverage there. And now also back there was Gunnar Greason, a sophomore who they really love. And this ball up for grabs, and after that last one with Callahan, maybe we better wait till that ball is finally settled. You never know on those Hail Marys, the ball gets tipped around, and St. Thomas Aquinas able to get a Callahan catch and able to convert it into a touchdown and a 2-point conversion for the lead.
I still think you can get a pass play and still get out of bounds. You give yourself an opportunity.
Low snap. Clock winding down. Bohan's got to let it go. He's being chased. The clock has expired. He needs a block, gets one there. Now we'll throw it down the field, and it's going to be knocked down. Ball game over, and the Saints moving on as this ball hits the chest. Charlie Novacek. And they're celebrating here at home at the Saints press box. This is a small press box, ladies and gentlemen. I got coaches screaming by my head. It was that kind of game. 1 point game, 23 to 22. As the pass off a defender, and the Saints will play St. James Academy in the state semifinals. One more look here. I think we've seen number. I beg your pardon. That's that 48. I beg your pardon. That's Walker, not Novacek. Yeah, Joe Walker had that ball glance off. The jersey, hard to read, but it's a 23-22 win for St. Thomas Aquinas. The long win streak in the playoffs is snapped at 27, again by the Saints. And now the playoff streak for the Saints extends to 8, and they get a date with St. James next Friday night in a sub-state matchup in 5A East Bracket. That ball game to be played here. And keep in mind, the Saints have already beaten St. James Academy earlier in the year, 28-7. Hy-Vee wrap-up right after this. Well, we had a thriller here tonight. St. Thomas Aquinas moving to the sub-state 5A to take on St. James, and they end a long postseason winning streak for Mill Valley in a 1 point game with a late 2 point conversion. The Saints are moving on 23-22 as they overcome 3 turnovers on the night, and they get it done. So the Saints going to be playing at home against a team they beat earlier in the year, 28-7. But St. James is a hot team right now, so that should be an interesting matchup. And a celebration for the Saints, a deep breath, and Coach letting out some air as he grinded all week long. I saw him on Tuesday. He was very nervous, very anxiety-ridden, and he gets the W, 23-22, as we send it down to Bethany.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Will Callahan. Will, obviously not to play you one on that muff punt. You come back, you redeem yourself a big catch down there to keep the drive alive. Tell us how you made it.
Well, after the punt, all my teammates just kept telling me to keep my head up. And that's what I did. I just kept my head up, think about the next play, how it can help our team. And I see the ball go up. I see 3 Mill Valley defenders try and catch it. I sit there, I wait for it. Comes down, miraculously, I catch it.
You saved the season. What did you see on it? I mean, obviously, what you're taught as a receiver, kind of what you did there, but tell us how you made it.
Well, I saw him throw it up. It was really wobbly. I'm like, I can't catch this. It's too far away from me. So I try and track to see who's going to catch it. Go right next to him. They drop it, and I just catch it.
Can't get any closer than this one. And the 5-time defending state champions. There'll be a new state champion this year. Will it be the Saints?
Yes, it will. We're going to do everything in our power for it.
Okay, congrats, Will.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Bethany. Thanks, Will. Will had the big Hail Mary catch, but it ended up being a 15-yard touchdown run by Art and a 2-point conversion by Cal. That is your game winner, 23-22. Johnny, your final thoughts? The Saints had to overcome 3 miscues as far as turnovers. They had several penalties, and all the while beat the 5-time defending state champs, and they do it here at home tonight.
Yeah, and we knew this game was going to be physical. It was going to be a heavyweight match, and, it didn't disappoint. Both teams did a really good job of facing adversity, but able to fight through it, and Aquinas able to come out on top. But give a lot of credit to this Mill Valley team. Played a heck of a game, another heck of a year, and definitely probably game of the year so far in terms of what I've seen.
Special thanks to our school ADs. Ken Fox always treats us so well here at Aquinas. Brent Bouchard in Mill Valley. Thanks to the coaches, Coach Greiling and Coach Appleby, our producer, Joe Novacek, for Johnny Beck, Bethany Bowman, our entire Spectrum News broadcast crew, Kevin White saying so long from St. Thomas Aquinas High School. Our final, once again, a thriller in the 5A state quarterfinals. The Saints moving on 23-22 as we say goodnight from Overland Park.